Steve Baker is a very, very strange man. So today he's done an interview where he's been quite emotional and said that it's the end of a 7-year chapter. He's really stressed, and he hopes this is the right thing. Well, I hope it's the right thing as well, but it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. It's not the end of a chapter, and it's a chapter that he set up himself. And for example, I remember Krishnan Guru Murthy. I remember Marcus Rashford, the run-in there. I remember what Sir Jeremy Heywood said about this man, and I think it's cheap in a way when you've got what you want to switch off all response, which is what effectively he's doing. He's got form on this. So when he disagreed with Marcus Rashford, who wanted who wanted children to be fed in school, he simply switched off his Twitter reply so nobody could reply to what he was suggesting. And Liam Thorpe, for example, said, here is hard man Steve Baker not allowing replies. And he's doing the same thing now with a sort of emotional response. Very, very similar to the words which Kenneth Williams said, which I quoted yesterday. Infamy, they've got it in for me. Oh, poor me. Well, really, that is the line he's taking. And I think it's a little bit beneath contempt. Why are you doing this? He said power is disgusting. Awful thing. It's awful having power, and I've got it. Oh. Yeah, he has got it. And he should take the responsibility of having it. So many people have lined up to criticize this man, and here he is, pulling an emotional tantrum on television and trying to command sympathy. Well, I don't think it works, and I don't think it should work. This is cheap, and it's not appropriate. Yeah, well done for getting this Windsor agreement through. Well done, but I think the chief power lies with Chris Heaton-Harris, and Chris Heaton-Harris isn't pulling a teary wobbly on television. Chris Heaton-Harris is quietly getting on with the job, and that's really what we expect. This isn't going to find any favour with the DUP. This is not the way to win their support. Steve Baker would not be sympathetic to anybody else who was weepy on television. He would have said, let's trigger Article 16. Boris Johnson is wrong, blah, blah, blah. The Brexit hard man who criticised civil servants as saboteurs and repeatedly attacked their impartiality. Now he's emotional because he wants to put behind him the last 7 years, holding 2 tigers by the tail. Well, these tigers were of his own making. They were paper tigers, effectively, no matter how difficult. And now is not the time for his crocodile tears. It's the beginning of a process, not the end. And, you have to ask. You have to repeat the question that Sir Jeremy Heywood asked about 2 years ago. Is he capable of being a minister? And the answer he's demonstrated today, very clearly, no. No. So resign. Resign, make way for somebody else. Now is the time to depart. I want to have sympathy for somebody who looks distressed, but I don't think that somebody who plays these games on television should command that sympathy. This is a former ERG chairman who has caused so many people so much trouble, and now he begs for sympathy. No, 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 no! No. No!